Hello and welcome to a book review by Warhammer 40k bookreviews.com. Today I'm taking a look at Battle of the Fang by Chris Wraight. As far as 40k novels go, there are a few things that usually make me a little bit concerned when choosing books. One of them is battle books, battle novels that focus mainly on fighting. Very often I find that they have only the barest pretense of story or character building, and that can leave me feeling cold and disconnected when the action actually kicks off. Another thing that is more of a personal preference is any story that heavily features the space wolves. I appreciate that they have a very distinct feel that is kind of Vikings in power armor, but it's just never really done anything for me. Too often they come across as these are the real good guys and they're simple and honorable warriors that defend all the lost ideas of the Emperor, and that comes out a bit flat in a lot of cases, in my opinion. So when I picked up Battle of the Fang, a Warhammer 40k battle novel that features an attack on the Space Wolves' homeworld as the focus point, I was understandably a little nervous, but fortunately my fears were swept away after only a few chapters. In Battle of the Fang, we join the Space Wolves on their hunt for the remainder of the Thousand Sons Legion and the Primarch Magnus the Red. They believe to have found Magnus on the planet Gangiva, and a giant fleet is assembled to lay siege to the planet and end the Thousand Sons Legion once and for all. However, it soon becomes apparent that Magnus and his legion have a devious plan of their own, and the Space Wolves' homeworld of Fenris ends up battling a terrible force of Thousand Sons and their mortal servants. The focus point of the attack is the titular Fang, which is the homeworld of, or the headquarters rather, of the Space Wolves of Fenris, which was carved out by ancient technology as a gift for the Space Wolves Primarch Leman Russ. Surprisingly for a battle novel, the story of Battle of the Fang is quite engaging and has a couple of really great hooks that pulled me in and ensured that the battle sequences were not the only stuffing in an otherwise hollow experience. In particular, the activities of the Thousand Sons and Magnus himself were a real page-turner for a Thousand Sons fan like myself. It's a great self-contained experience that manages to successfully navigate between feeling epic and awe-inspiring, but not to the point that it feels like the author is simply trying to impress you by just throwing all the biggest guns of the 40k universe in there. Battle of the Fang also throws in a few human servants of the Space Wolves, which provide a very different perspective to this awesome clash of the two Space Marine legions. And while I appreciate what Chris Wraight is going for with this story, it's not really something that I felt worked terribly well, and these sections were definitely the low point of the book for me, not really adding much to the overall story and ultimately, yeah, feeling a little unnecessary. The Battle of the Fang itself is naturally the main centerpiece of the book, and Wright does not disappoint in this department either. The battles between the fearsome Space Wolves and the powerful Thousand Sons and their Rubik Marine brothers are appropriately magnificent to experience. Wright strikes an excellent balance between making the battles personal and relevant for the established characters, while also occasionally pulling out and giving us a view of the full power of one Space Marine Legion attacking the fortified homeworld of another. I can warmly recommend Battle of the Fang to just about any Warhammer 40k reader. Even if you're not normally interested in battle novels, I urge you to give Battle of the Fang a chance to sink its teeth into you. It's also a great self-contained cleanser if you're coming off a big trilogy or a string of Horus Heresy books. Even if you haven't read many 40k books before, I think that you will enjoy Battle of the Fang, even though of course more hardcore fans will of course be able to better enjoy and appreciate the significance of the events. In short, I think you should read Battle of the Fang. I give Battle of the Fang 5 out of 5 chainswords.